Welcome back to Behind the Lash,
your safe space for all things lashes, living,
and the process of learning as you go. Welcome back to Behind the Lash. This is our third episode.
Woo!
We're officially in 2026.
Yeah.
Whew. And we're done with the month. So.
Yeah, basically.
Basically.
Literally. What is tomorrow? The 31st?
The 31st.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're back and we're excited to share today's episode with all of you. We have some cool topics in mind. Today's topics are a little bit more lash focused, I feel.
Yeah.
Like they're a little bit more about the industry. I think last episode we were, in the spirit of like taking care of yourself and the holiday rush and all of that good stuff. And now we're a month into 2026 and, I feel like everyone's like trying to stick to their New Year's resolutions and like all of that good stuff.
But also experiencing a type of burnout, we try to put a lot on our plate at the beginning of the year and we say we're going to do so much for the rest of the year.
Yeah, like this is the year, this is my year, this is my year.
But this is our years, okay?
Yeah.
Years.
How many times have we all said that? And how many times have we pushed it to the next year and the next year and the next year?
I do feel like that. But let's not focus on that.
Yeah. That's not what we're here for.
Yeah.
We're not here to yell at you.
Yes, and we do have goals this year. And the goal is for all of us to try to achieve them. But the goal is also not to set goals that you don't think you can achieve, or just seem unrealistic. Because even if they're unrealistic, you can achieve them to a certain degree,
Yeah, I think it's about like time, like in 3 months, in 6 months, in 1 year,
not just
5
in 1
years.
month.
Yeah, you're not gonna go from. I mean, you can maybe like teach me how, but you're not. You got to start somewhere, and you gotta have more than a. There was a thing that I saw. I was like, instead of making like a vision board, make like an action board, right? Like, how am I actually going to get to that goal?
See, that's smart because I haven't done a vision board yet, and I keep beating myself up.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, how am I gonna achieve these if I don't see them?
Mm-hmm.
But then last year I made a vision board, and it just like went behind my bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
same for me. I think we had like a vision board event, one of the years, and. Yeah, everybody was so inspired, and it made me really happy because some of the girls that attended actually completed a lot of the things on their vision boards, which is always so fun. But my personal one, I think I like threw it out, so I don't even remember what I put on on the board. But it's like every year I try to make one, and this year I was like, okay, but every vision, if there's no actionable plan, it's just gonna be a vision, and the next year is still gonna be the same vision board. Yeah. Because you know what I mean? Like, you can put money on there, you can put a new car on there, you can put this, that. But if there is no, like, in 1 month, in 3 months, in 6 months, in 1 year, like, actual action plan behind it, or steps at least, then they're just going to continue getting on your vision board every year.
You're, like, motivating me now to do my vision board, but actually maybe, like, put steps. Mm-hmm. Because I do plan on doing a vision board, but I've just been so busy because... like all of us, we put a lot on our plate, and then
I think this month for me has been I've been practicing a lot of like chill vibes.
Oh, good.
Like I feel like December I was like crazy, and then this month I was like, I'm gonna cruise. Like, really? I'm gonna be okay and content with how the month looks. Okay. What I want to do. I'm gonna envision like what I want the rest of the year to look like. But January is like a reset. Which is like something that's helpful, because for a lot of people, I think in a lot of industries, not even just ours, but January feels like slow, right? Like that's like what people say, like, oh, people are coming back from holiday, and like people just spend a lot of money on Christmas gifts and stuff like that, so it feels slow. Yeah. But it's also kind of a nice month for reset. Like, yes. For you to come back to your body, for you to come back to your routines, and like maybe, create a new menu or create new promos or something. I don't know. It doesn't always have to be like a bad thing. You know?
I'd say it's a type of mindset shift. Instead of seeing your slow moments as something and something bad and you attach panic to it, look
at
it in a different way of what you can do in those moments that you are slow, that can build your business to where you do want to be, you know? Or you can just take these slow moments that you do have to relax and to focus on you internally and mentally.
Like, what do you need?
Yeah,
you know, because we're in the service industry, so everything is about serving your community, serving your clients, serving your salon, we're always in like serving mode. But I think January is a really good opportunity to come back to yourself and like, what do you need? You know? And it feels nice because then you go back into February, or like then the next month is February, and we all know that month is like also crazy.
Well, yeah, because
so it's like
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, so it's exciting, and you're like, okay, January, a couple of days of just like, I'm good, I'm chilling, let me come back to my groove. And then February, go full throttle again, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I like to look at it, at least.
Yeah, you could also take these slow moments, instead of asking why is it slow, kind of ask yourself, what can I do in these moments that can improve any aspect of my life, not just business-wise. If you're feeling burnt out, don't focus on your business at that moment. Focus on, you know, your mental health. Focus on just rejuvenating yourself to feel better, because when you feel better, you show up better for your business.
Yeah, something that's really helpful, I think, in the years that I've been in the industry too, is like when you are feeling that creative block or that mental burnout, is switching up your space. I think, like, switch it up.
If my clients are watching this, they're literally gonna say, "That's Priscilla."
It helps so much. Me too. There's people that come in and they're like, every time I come in here, it looks different. I'm like, I know.
That's me. I just switched up.
You're never
everything.
gonna be bored.
No, literally, I just switched up everything.
Yeah.
It just feels like I don't know,
feng
a new
shui.
space.
Yeah,
it feels
so
good.
switching up, even if it's like a little bit of decor. I mean, obviously, maybe you're not in the budget to be buying things all the time, but you can, even if you switch out one thing, two things, the position of the chair, the light, even if you switch it from left to right, I promise you,
literally,
it's like psychology of like, oh, I'm in a new space, or like, oh, this feels different, and it locks you back in to like what really matters, which is obviously your craft. But really I always switch everything up. Like, I'm like, oh, that table can go over here, that table can go over there.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah. So if you need a little bit of inspiration, or like to come back and love what you do, move your things around.
Yeah. Do a little switcheroo.
Yeah, or try like a new product or something, like something that's gonna make you feel excited.
Definitely.
Something. Just change something up.
Yeah.
So this episode, guys, we really wanted to touch on what are things that nobody prepared you for when jumping into the industry. And again, one thing I really want to make clear or sure of, even for like our clients who are watching this, we love you, we appreciate you, and whenever we talk about these things, I don't ever want it to sound like we're complaining, because I feel like this industry has given me the most beautiful life ever,
and I don't think we ever complain.
Grateful. I'm so grateful. I was thinking about it the other day, like I think I was like tired or something, and I was like, I'm tired, and I'm like, oh yeah, I just like woke up at whatever time I wanted and got a coffee whenever I wanted, and I came to my clients to just make me laugh, and I'm like, wow. Instead of like, you know, it's like, again, always about perspective. Like, we are really so blessed to be in this industry, but there are just things that we were not prepared and that nobody told us about doing the industry.
But it just happens, you know. It's not just in our industry, it's every industry, any type of business, any job you're going to, you're never fully prepared for little things that do happen. You know, and it's never us complaining. It's just something that a lot of people can relate to, and we kind of just want to touch base on it to let you know, you're not alone. When you feel those feelings, you're not alone. We all feel it, even though a lot of people don't like to talk about it, because a lot of people don't like to put the negative on social media or anything, but that's why we're here, to kind of just talk about everything and give our takes on it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because when you enter this industry, or just any industry, not one in particular, there's always little things that you don't ever think about, and some things you're not prepared for. And a lot of those, one of those things mainly is thinking that this is a type of industry or job you're going to enter into, that you're going to work less, or you're going to have more free time, when you low-key are working all the time. Even when you're not behind the chair, you're working.
Dude, the other day I was like in my sleep, And I kid you not, I was dreaming of my Valentine's promos. Like, I was like,
I don't even want to think about
what can I do? Like, and I woke up and I was like, don't forget, like, what you had, because I had good promos in my sleep. I was like, don't
Did you remember them?
I think so, kind of.
Good,
but like,
coming.
Yeah.
February 1st is in 2 days.
Yes, I posted my Valentine's promos today.
Period. Okay.
But yeah, so it's true. You think of, I think the misconception is that you don't clock in for someone, but you're clocking in for yourself 24/7.
Yeah.
And there's just a lot more pressure that comes from it,
Yeah.
because nothing is for sure when you're starting a business like
hard.
this,
Yeah, they say a lot of new businesses always fail in the first year. So if you've made it past your first year, give yourself a hand of applause.
Yeah.
Because that's literally like they have statistics. They literally have like statistics that show like businesses, a lot of them fell in the first year. And I know a lot of us have started during COVID years. And we literally have stayed through the hardest years. Yeah. So give yourself a round of applause or a pat on the back if you did start in COVID or you're past a year. And if you're not past a year, keep going.
Yeah,
I know it can feel hard, but just keep going. You will, every year you will accelerate and things will get better.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
I think that also another thing is like the industry being saturated, right? Like it's not that it's necessarily saturated. It's just that I think in the past few years, we've really raised the standards for like where people are spending their money.
Yeah.
People are being selective of what and with who they're spending their dollars.
Yeah, and every industry is saturated. Facials, barbers.
The easiest thing is like nail salons. You drive down the street and there's 4, 5, 6 nail salons, and they're still going to be surviving and they're still going to be busy. Yeah. So it's not so much that it's saturated. It's more so, like there's just a higher standard when it comes to the service that you're providing, you know? And it's like, it's really the service providers that are going above and beyond and actually form a real, true, authentic connection with the client.
Connection capital.
And that nurtures, like you nurture that client so they actually feel like seen and valued, and they can put that wallet or that debit card, that credit card, and tap your pay, whatever, your thingy, and losing my train of thought.
Everything.
And they feel like it's okay to be spending all that money amongst like whatever else they gotta worry about, you know? Because you made them feel that way.
Yeah, and they can literally go to anywhere. There's so many lash artists, but I feel like the first impression is so freaking important because people want to go somewhere that they feel valued, they feel safe, and they feel wanted. And I personally, I'm not going to go get a service done if I just feel rushed. I just feel where they're just trying to get my money and get me out the door. I love my nail tech. I love my lash artist because when I go, we have like valuable conversations and I build connections with them. And it gets to a point where I feel bad when I go to other people. But don't ever feel bad for cheating, guys.
Yeah.
Some people don't take it personal.
Yeah.
Some people do, but honestly, don't feel bad.
Yeah. Another thing that I would really say too is important is like working on your social skills. As an industry provider or service provider, I think that you have to work on your delivery. I think you have to work on your vocabulary. And I think you also have to work on your memory, because one thing that I've noticed is like people value, sometimes I don't even know how, like I don't know if this happens to you, but I don't know how I know everyone's life and how I remember. Like, I just know.
But I can't remember names sometimes.
Like, really? No, so, for me, it's like
memory is good. Yeah,
I like
important.
I will like watch people's stories, even if I scroll by and like my clients. I'm talking about my clients, and when they come into the chair, I know what their story, like what they posted. Yeah, and it's a skill, you guys. Like it really is a skill. So working on that, and I'm not saying like be a metiche, like know everything that they're doing, but people will really value that you know what's going on because they're like I've gotten that so many times, like, wow, you have great memory. I'm like, I'm just a metiche.
Like they come in and you're like, oh, I seen you started yoga, and then it starts a conversation. Boom. I love it. It's so good. I'm like,
amazing.
Me too.
Amazing.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So
it's like random things like that are like just like, oh my god, I saw that you went to this new coffee shop. Like, what did you order? Like, being able to is going to take you so much further. I always say this to my students. I always say this to everyone. You do not, and this might be controversial, but you do not have to be the best lash artist. You really don't. It's more than the skill that's going to take you further. It's the actual experience. Like, it's the actual appointment. How well did you, like, communicate? How well did you bond? How well did you take care of that person's hour, 2 hours, whatever time they're with you?
That's very true because I've been lashing for around 7 years and I've lost clients. I've had clients. I get new clients. I have people who come to me from different artists and we just vibe better and they stick with me. I have other artists that we're just not the same vibe, or maybe they can't vibe with me, that they vibe with another artist. And I totally understand that when I see people like on different, like I love to follow my clients and I'll be like, oh, they have lashes on, but it wasn't for me. And then they keep going to that person. I'm like, well, they probably vibe with that person better because I get it. You know, and you're not going to be for everyone, you know, but there is someone for you.
Exactly.
Yes.
Super on point.
Yeah.
Like, you will find your tribe. And, like, that's another thing about patience and what's the word? Like, being determined to find that tribe, because it will come. You just can't give up.
Yeah.
And you will find a number of clients that starts feeling safe, and then from there you're like, okay, I know for sure these people are coming to me, so now I can focus on getting another 15 people that are coming to me and that are going to be solid and that will carry you through years of your career, right? Because, like, sometimes I look back and I'm like, holy, like, I've been seeing this person every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks for the past 6 years, like,
and they say it,
how?
they're like, I've been with you for 6 years.
Like, you've seen me through. I've seen you through breakups, pregnancies. You've seen me through breakup, pregnancies. Pregnancies. No kids. Just kidding.
Oh.
But you know what I mean? Like,
she takes that back.
Edit that. I don't have no kids, guys. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you've seen them through, like, all these things, and it's really unreal sometimes.
You have a little eyelash.
Oh no! Wait, you have to keep that. A little fan. Shout out Jay Snick in San Diego.
Look, and it grew out naturally because
wait, I wish we could. Dude, I wish we could zoom it right now. Hold on.
If you look,
proper application.
Yes, if she takes a video,
hold on.
I'm gonna input this into the video.
Let me make sure that the camera's clean.
Dude, it's perfect. How am I even holding it?
Hold on.
You can get it.
Wait, why is it so hard to focus? Oh, there. Oh, it's a little dirty. I have makeup on, okay?
Send that to me.
I will. That's funny.
That's what it looked like.
Behind the lash.
Yeah, look, literally.
So funny. Have you seen that meme that's like, it's like the guy laying down on the pillow with a little lash, and he's like, just laying here with your lash because I miss you. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen that. Oh, I should recreate that.
Or like the ones that will be like, they find a lash and the girl's like, this is not my artist doesn't use pre-made fans.
What is this?
Yes. My artist hand makes her fans.
Those are so funny.
You cheating on me?
Yeah. You know what? I've been seeing a lot of videos recently. So I have an appointment to get my lashes done next week, and I haven't had lashes in like 4 months. And I low-key want to go back to volume.
Okay.
But then I don't know why. Recently I've been seeing a lot of like TikTok videos, and they're like, oh my, like lash blindness.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know what's wrong with me, because I think volume, when they post the lash blindness,
he said, I don't know what's wrong with me.
It's so cute.
Yeah. Well, you are a volume artist.
Yeah, I am a volume artist.
Okay, so that's another thing too, guys. Like, again, I'm gonna be controversial on this episode.
Go ahead.
I think that the rivalry between volume artists and like natural classic artists needs to come to an end.
Yes.
Okay, because at the end of the day, we're all doing lashes. Whatever your niche is, beautiful. I love that. But I do feel like there is a little bit of rivalry online, especially.
Yeah. Especially with the natural girlies. I feel like they have a lot of things to say about volume and mega volume. But I love a good volume. Yeah. I've never looked at like a mega volumes are thick. But thick. But I've never personally looked at a set and be like, that's so ugly. I'm like, that's so cute. I do look at sets longer than like 18. Yeah. Or if they're like in their 20s, I do look at them like, they're a little dramatic. Yeah. And I wouldn't get them. Yeah. But I do think a good mega volume is so cute.
Slays. It's like, I think, okay, here's the take.
What's your take?
My take is I'm also a volume artist.
Yeah.
I can do both. I think you can do both too.
Yeah. I
love doing a little wispy brown. I have a lot of clients who just get really minimal natural browns and stuff. But I also have my baddies that are still gonna be IG baddies. Like, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, let people get what they want.
But it's just the time that we're in right now. People have so much opinion.
Yeah. But remember, fashion trends, they always come back.
Yes.
So watch. Like, I'm waiting for the moment where that trend of like, not, because right now it's like clean girl, right? But like baddie era will come back. I know.
But I feel like, so I do see clean girls with full volume sets. I think it's so cute. Yeah. You know, I see girls in my yoga class with like full volume, and I'm like, it's so cute.
Yeah, I think it just depends like on your person, like what you like, and I think that it's any set. Like when I see a natural set, I'm like beautiful. When I see a brown set, beautiful. When I see I just love lashes in general. Yeah. So like it's
maybe
like
that's just us. You know what I mean? Artists.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe, but I just think when a set is done properly, like correctly with like good mapping, even if it's mega volume or volume or classic or lashless, whatever your take is, we love it. But I see this so much online of like the like fight between both styles, and I'm like, at the end of the day, they're still extensions, so we're still in the same industry.
No, we are. You know,
what I mean?
And there's ways to do it healthy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we do them all the time, and I've never had a client, you know, that it messes up their natural lashes. It's a lot on, you know, our technique, but it's a lot on the client as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And how they maintain that lash set too, you know?
What do you get when you get lashes?
Okay, so when I was getting lashes, I was getting a wet set.
Okay, brown.
And brown wet set. But something is pulling me to
get a
volume, and I'm kind of scared because I was loving
it.
I'm gonna do it. And I went lighter with my hair, so I'm like, is that a bad idea?
Or get a volume brown, like your espresso color in brown. Slay
would be cute. That's so.
I love your espresso.
You've done a volume?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I do volumes all the time too with those. Yeah. But I'm like, can't imagine. I'm gonna do a brown volume. But is it weird if I'm going to a new lash tech? Okay. And I'm like, here's a tray.
No, do it.
Can you use this piece?
Wait, that's so good for content too. Okay, you could just be like, getting my lashes done with my own lashes, and then get like a little snippet of it. I don't think it's weird. Okay. I would like if you were coming to me and you were like, I mean, I already use your stuff, so like that doesn't really make sense. But like, you know what I mean? Like if you were coming to me and you're like, oh, here, can you use this? Like I wouldn't be offended.
Okay. Because I'm trying someone new, just because I've been so busy. I need someone in Chula Vista. Yeah. Who's like available like down the street. Yeah. And I feel bad.
Comment below. Todas populares. Comment below if you would be offended.
Please let me know.
Wait, no, comment below where you lash. Like what area do you lash, or what area are you watching this from?
Yeah. Literally, if you're not even from California.
Like where are you watching from?
Yeah.
You know.
Comment below where you're watching from.
We just want to build a community.
We're curious. Yeah. But that's something I wouldn't get offended either. Yeah. But if I can work with it, it would be good. But if they bring me a tray that's a little hard, I would be honest. You know?
Okay, so what do you? I mean, this would be like another. I think this would be for another episode because this would be deep for you. But I was like gonna ask you, like, what do you think makes a good tray or like a hard tray? Like, what do you mean by like
it's pretty easy to answer.
Like pickup?
Oh yes, so definitely pickup. What makes an easy tray? An easy tray, the base of the lashes needs to have minimal glue. Like minimal glue. It needs to come off with ease, where you don't have to apply too much pressure to the tweezer, because that matters long term with your fingers. Definitely when my tweezer starts to like go out, or I'm lashing all day, I get a lot of pain on this finger right here where I hold the tweezer. Yeah,
this one in the middle one. Mine is my thumb.
Yours is your thumb. So everyone probably holds tweezers differently too, but I feel it a lot in here. Yeah.
Yeah, for me it's been my thumb lately. But also I was rough housing with my sister on Thanksgiving, and she like low-key jammed it, so I can't tell if it's from the jam or from actual lashing, because I've never had pain with lashing.
It's probably the jam.
So I think it was probably
you have to be like careful with your hands and everything.
Because for a while, like I would, right now it feels okay, but I didn't work that that much.
You have to do a little extra. You can do little exercises
when I would
too,
push
you know?
it in, like
Yeah.
it felt so weird. But also, you've seen my tweezer, or I've told you about my tweezer.
Okay, I get you.
My tweezer is so bad, you
also,
guys. So loose.
she's loyal to it.
Priscilla gave me a new tweezer, you guys, and I actually did start using it.
Have
I
you
do
using
have it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Good,
but
good.
it's just like
It's hard to
I
give
just
up.
attach.
Yeah, my
like it
tweezer-
just calls my name. I'm like,
Yeah, you're
okay.
like, let me go back to it. But the thing is, with the loose base, you need a tweezer with good grip.
Mm-hmm.
Because then they're just kind of gonna fall apart a little. You gotta make sure you have no glue on the tweezer too. You can't have no spaces in between.
Yeah.
Because those lashes
your,
are so
your
loose.
tweezers are nano grip, right? Do they have? They do, right?
Did you get one?
That was nano grip, right?
Oh, okay. I have different ones.
Oh, okay. You have different ones. Yeah, because I kind of like that.
Okay.
It was a good grip.
I thought I gave you a different one. Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I'll check back.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what makes a good tray. The loose base, darkness.
Okay.
I don't want no shininess.
It's shiny.
On
It
my
has to
tray.
be matte, right?
Yeah, especially because when you film like after videos of your clients, you can see the shine in their lashes. But some people like that. I personally don't like any shine to my lashes, and I like them to look dark. But specifically because I do volume.
Right.
So I want a full look without
I think
having
it looks
to do
a little
too
bit
much
more
lashes.
Luxurious when it doesn't have a shine.
Yeah.
Right? Like it looks like when they're fully matte, not only are they more buildable, but they're also just like more luxury.
Yeah.
Like the fiber just looks more quality.
Yeah. And they have to be super soft.
Yeah.
I want them to be super soft because they look different on the lash. You know?
Yeah.
What would you say is important for your trace? Everyone's different. But a lot of people would feel the same, but what do you really look for?
I think for me, it's definitely softness. I don't like trays that feel plastic.
Yeah.
Or,
Definitely.
like, you could just tell, like, the different fiber.
Yeah.
Like, what material it is. If it's, like, you know, silk or cashmere or whatever. You could just tell, like, when you look at them. So that's the most important thing, because I think it does project different on the eye. And then pick up, I think. Yeah.
How do you fan? How do you pinch? What do you use? You use your fingers? Okay, so that matters too. I don't pinch. So I don't pinch. I use a flower ring.
Oh, yeah.
And for a flower ring, it needs to be really loose because we're not pinching to make it skinny.
Yeah. So you're kind of like swaddling.
Yeah. So I haven't pinched in a while. But they say people who pinch, what I've heard from other people is that they like it when they're not that loose.
Really?
Yeah, so that it aids in like the pinching. But obviously, if you're like a pro at pinching, you prefer to have no glue at the base, you know.
I don't know.
But like beginners would like to have ones that
it
have a
helps.
little bit stickiness. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I've heard from other people. Yeah. And then I recently just spoke to someone who's a left hand.
I'm a lefty.
What?
Yeah.
What?
The silence?
What the heck?
Yeah.
Okay, so he told me what trays that he's tried, since you're lashing from the left side, that the strip tends to come off. Like peel off of the actual strip. You know, the little black strip that has like the... Or is that black strip? No, it's like the orange. The orange, like the sticky pad.
Oh.
Does it start to peel off?
Not for me.
Okay.
I've never had that.
So has it happened with my lashes?
No.
Okay, because I'm going to send him some to try out as a left-hand artist, but... You're a left-hand artist.
Interesting.
Oh my god, you?
Yeah, so, yeah, I lash with the left. Yeah. That's why in my trainings, like when I first started teaching, I would have a little bit of trouble because I had to mirror like everything. Like when I would teach people, I had to mirror it on the right, and I was like, oh,
so hard. I'm like, it's always like mind blown when I find out people are left-hand artists. That's a struggle.
Yep.
Yeah, wow. So my lash artist, when we used to trade services, we would use my trays when I would bring them, and sometimes she would lash before me. And then when I would go and use the same tray, they were all like gone from the beginning. I would have to use them at like a weird angle.
Dude, okay, so funny story. So Jace and I, you know, we've lashed together for so long.
Yeah.
And so, you know, sometimes I'd be like, oh my god, Jace, do you have like 14s or 12s or whatever, right? And she's like, yeah, grab it. And so I would grab it. And since I'm a lefty, I either start the strip in the middle, which I know is so weird. I know. It's so weird. So I started in the middle or like left or right.
In
either
the
one.
middle?
I know. So anytime I would use her tray, she would be like, I know when you use the tray because you freaking started in the middle.
In the middle? Okay, hold on.
I've gotten better. I don't do it as much anymore because I started wasting so much.
How do you grab it from the middle?
Just in the middle.
Wow.
And then I go out. Yeah.
Wow.
But she would always know. She would always be able to tell. She'd be like, you grabbed my 12s, huh? I'm like, yeah.
That's so funny. That's crazy.
Yeah,
wow.
So yeah, I mean, everyone's different.
Yeah, everyone's different. It's just
like
crazy.
the people that pinch with this part of the finger. Have you ever seen that? Dude.
How?
Guys, they like pinch with this part of the finger.
Yeah, so if you're one of those, comment below.
I know.
Is that hard?
How do you do it?
They probably just learned like that though. It kind of makes sense though.
No, I mean I've tried it, but it's hard. I'm like, I feel like my finger's too fat.
Or I pinch when I was pinching. I would pinch like this. How do you pinch?
Towards me.
Okay, so towards you. So the only thing is when you're a supplier and you're trying to take content and you're in the camera, yeah, it's hard.
But some people pinch like this, which I think it's harder.
Exactly.
Like this is hurts my wrist.
I'm trying to pinch like that for video quality, and I can't figure it out.
Yeah.
That's but everyone.
Especially if you have
different.
nails, huh?
Yeah.
Because then your nails are like.
Yeah.
Too
Well,
long.
no, you get used to it.
Okay.
So my nails are. You think these are long?
No. But I'm saying if you had long nails. No, these are cute.
I used to have long nails.
Like if you had really long ones, I feel like it would
Well,
cover.
I don't know if any of you guys are watching that have long nails.
If you have long nails, comment below.
Yeah, literally. Because I do see a lot of lash artists on my stories that have extremely long nails. And I always think, how do you lash with long nails?
Some people say that it's like an extra tweezer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, mine like are extra tweezer.
Like an extra isolation.
I use my pinky as
same.
A little tweezer. But when I don't have nails, a little tweezer. Disinfected, okay, guys?
Put it in barbicide.
But when I don't have nails...
your fingers just dipped in the barbicide.
Put the timer. But the thing is, when I don't have nails, I struggle.
You feel like me right now. I'm like, they're so short.
Do you usually
and
have nails?
Like, something. I usually have like at least gel or like a little longer than this.
Yeah.
So like I do use it, and it feels weird when you don't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely do struggle. But I was a lash artist with long nails back in the days. This was like 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
But when I started waxing and doing Brazilians, you can't have like, you guys can see I just have like little almonds. But when I had long, even these sometimes will poke through the holes. So then I have to switch my glove.
Of the glove.
Yeah.
I was like.
Whoa. I'm dead on.
You set yourself up for that one. You said, I do poke through the hole.
Oh, God. Oh.
I'm like, of the glove,
Because if you're like a waxer watching this, you probably would have got what I meant. Like, poke through the holes. I meant like, so... I feel like I'm dyslexic sometimes. I say a lot of things like backwards. I should have said poke holes. Okay, my nails poke holes in the gloves. Okay. Or when I'm trying to like get the lip pull, like to pull the one on the lip, sometimes I'll like scratch them.
Oh,
that's happened before. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, girl.
Yeah.
But that just doesn't add to the experience, you know? So.
Oh, they'll remember you.
Just
scratch my lip.
I have a little itch. Oh, God. I have so many stories too with Brazilians.
Oh my God.
This could be, you know, for like every type of story.
We should have next episode we're gonna feature a Brazilian girl or something.
Yeah.
So you guys can talk about Brazilian.
We are gonna have features soon. So if you guys are ever interested too in featuring, and being on here, or know someone that you want to see on here,
yeah,
you can comment and
Yeah.
let us know, or send us a DM.
Yeah, send us a DM of who you want to see on here, who you want to yap with,
Yes.
and we'll put them on the
Yeah.
podcast.
So another thing I kind of want to talk about is consistency, because I feel like that's a really
the name
big
of the
one.
game is consistency.
Consistency in every aspect, you know? And I always think the artists who win aren't the ones who went viral once, they're the ones who stayed. The ones who stayed consistent.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a big one. Don't always compare yourself to others, because you don't know how they got to that level, you know? And a lot of the ones are the ones who stayed consistent, whether it's social media, whether it's pulling in clients the way that they pull it. I feel like consistency is a really big one, especially if you think the industry is saturated. Just stay consistent at what you are doing, you know?
One thing that's also pretty impressive is that there are a lot of artists out there who came before us, number one, who are still lashing for over 10 years or something, and they use no social media. Like, that to me is crazy impressive, because they use the oldest form of marketing, which is word of mouth, and they're still busy. And which they don't show up online at all. They don't make no reels, they don't dance for you, they don't do nothing of that, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, shoot, like, it really is consistency.
Yeah.
Because they've built those books for so many years. They're not even, they don't even have to dance on TikTok.
They don't have to do
you know, like, they don't have to do any of that. Because they decided to show up consistently for those clients years and years and years and years ago. And now they're just like, girl, I've been had literally the books filled. You know? Like,
instead of always chasing for new clients, which, you know, it's good to always attract new clients, but try to turn those new clients into your loyal clients.
Take care of the ones you do have.
Yes, because your loyal clients is what's going to keep you on throughout the years. Yeah. They're so important because they come back every 2 to 3 weeks. And new clients sometimes will stay, sometimes will go, oh, I'm just getting it done for vacation. Oh, I'm just getting it done for this. But sometimes you can convert them.
And I think understanding the needs of your clients too is something that it ties in with consistency, because, for example, in the era that we're in right now of artistry, right? Like of specialty curls and color and like all of these things, there is also the clients who just want lifestyle lashes. Yeah. There is also the client who just wants a normal C curl, CC curl, that is a nurse and works overnight, that is a busy mom that just doesn't want to do her makeup every day. There is that group of people still that we can take care of, you know? So it's like that pressure also, like everything we see online, when it comes to like always learning new trends and learning new things. But remember the basics, remember the core. There is still some people who just want lifestyle lashes.
I feel like that's a lot of all of my clients. I think I take a lot of lifestyle clients. Like when I do post the trendy sets, it gives me how do I say this? Like where people notice me online. It brings me attraction to my page, but it doesn't bring me clients to that set. What brings me clients is always like my volume sets, my wet sets, my half sets. But I do know people, you know, who do post these trendy styles and get clients specifically for that, you know. But I tend to attract a lot of lifestyle clients, and you do too.
Yeah, I'm a lifestyle like lash artist. Like, that's what the majority of my clients are. And I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I love specialty curl. I like love trying new things and like learning new things. Because as an artist, you're an artist. That's how you're gonna keep yourself alive, right? Like always trying new things and buying new curls or whatever. If you guys saw my drawers, I have so much stuff that I'm like, I'm never gonna use that, but I'm gonna buy it. I have every curl. It's just exciting, you know. But at the end of the day, the clients I do take care of are the clients that are just lifestyle lashes, and they know what they like, and we do it well, and they have great retention, and they go home happy. You know,
I'm a lifestyle client.
If you're happy and I'm happy, I'm successful.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And we've been in it for 7 years, you know, and been booked and busy. So even when I personally feel like I'm not doing enough, I just remind myself, you know, you're doing enough. Like, you're paying your bills, You're making it every month. You know, your clients love you. So always remind yourself, you know, you guys are doing enough.
Yeah. And also another thing I was telling Priscilla before we started recording, guys, is like I definitely have seen a lot of people online who are like, you know, going through it or like closing their business or like, you know, just going through a rough patch. And I just want to remind you that it's okay to shut down for a little. It's okay to close for a little, like regroup, rebrand, whatever you need to do, and come back when you're ready. I just want to share this message because I know in the world right now everything's so crazy and people are, you know, there's just so much we're dealing with, and I think that it's nice to remind everyone that just because one thing didn't work out doesn't mean that the next won't, and doesn't mean that you can't try again. Because
always try again.
Yeah, always try again. Always try again, because you never know. You could try a million different businesses, a million different things, and you never really know when one's gonna hit. You know, God's timing, divine timing, and if you're meant to be in this industry, trust me, your business will come back and it will flourish. So just a reminder for everyone out there.
Yeah, and then just consistency too, you know? It'll help just everything in the long run.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Another thing that I feel like helps with consistency and kind of helps with your business is always kind of furthering your education. And it doesn't always mean about spending money on a course or something, but just as simple as TikTok. You know, when you're stuck or anything, just go on TikTok, learn something new, learn techniques that other people use, because you might think your technique is the best, but maybe you can learn something that will improve your speed, improve your retention. You know, any knowledge, I've always tell people, any knowledge is good knowledge. You know, even whenever I learn something and sometimes it doesn't like sound like it would resonate with me, it always does in the future. You know, so I feel like furthering your education in any aspect is always good. You know,
especially right now, information is so accessible. There's so much free education, like really there really is. YouTube, TikTok, little there's even suppliers that will like send you freebies and like retention guides, webinars. There's so much, you guys, and we just have to be sponges, and that's something that like will really give you the reassurance that you're in the right place. Because when you truly love somebody I'm in love. When you truly love something and you're passionate about it, naturally you want to learn more about it. Right?
And you don't have to master everything at once, you know. Just as long as you learn something one at a time, you know. You don't feel like you have to master everything. Everything takes time, you know. Just as long as you take in the knowledge. I feel like that's helped me a lot.
One thing at a time. Like one thing at a time. Like, oh, I want to be better at my speed. Okay, let me focus on speed all month. I want to be better at my retention. Okay, let me focus on my retention all month. So, you know, one thing at a time, you will craft into this like persona of like who you are as a lash artist.
Going back to consistency. You know, how you said, I want to be better at my retention. Look up on TikTok, retention tips, you know. You can probably find something that you would never even think about. Speed tips. You can see something that you would never think about. I feel like I'm a big TikTok girly. I use TikTok for everything, you know?
TikTok University.
Yeah, literally. Like, I love to cook. I love like, to cook.
How do I create a label?
I create everything, and everyone's always, or say, like, how I love to cook. Everyone's like, what's the recipe? I'm like, TikTok. TikTok everything. And, like, every aspect, you know? Yeah.
But it's so accessible.
Yeah,
there really is no reason. And another thing is to use your resources. I think that's another reason why community is so important, right? Like, feel free to ask other people. And you know, there is like people that might be going to be like, oh, you know, buy my course, or I teach, or da. But there are some people who will give you at least a little bit of a starting point, right? Like where to start, and then maybe they'll reference you to something else or a course or something.
It never hurts to ask. I used to be the type where sometimes I'm still a little bit of like that, where it's hard for me to ask just because so many people do gatekeep, but there is people who don't gatekeep, you know. Don't let that turn you guys down. Just kind of take that and like don't ask that person again, you know?
Right.
But it never hurts to ask. Like, you see something on their story, you see the way that they're recording, be like, oh, like, how do you get that angle? Oh, how do you get this, you know?
Yeah.
And don't let it, like, turn you down if someone does gatekeep, because there's so many of us in this industry and so many of us that do, like, who will help you.
And you're always gonna have questions, because like even like we have a group chat with other salon owners, and we're like asking each other like, hey, how do you do this, or has anyone been experiencing this, and da 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 da. So like there will always be, there's not one single person that knows it all. There really isn't,
literally,
you know. So it's like there's always gonna be questions, and there's always gonna be someone that has an answer, or at least a guide.
Yeah, definitely. So. Yeah, but in general, of like everything that we've spoke, I would just say don't give up. Like it's like consistency is a really good one. Yeah. So if you've listened to anything we've said, kind of stick with consistency, you know, and don't let a burnout kind of affect during the rest of this year, because we all get burnt out. But take time to yourself whenever you are slow. Just really take that time to reset, and just for your mental health and everything in general, because when you feel good, you're going to show up for your business, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. If you've made it this far into the episode, you guys, I think we have this podcast with that in mind. It's like sharing a little moment to tell you and ourselves, right? Because hearing it from one another is also so encouraging. It is that. It is just to continue moving forward, continue believing in the vision that you have for yourself, for your business, for who you want to be. Because we only get one life, so you got to make it worth it.
Yes. So don't give up. But before we close out this episode, I do want to bring a little Reddit story. I haven't read too much into it, but just from the caption, it was, I need help breaking up with a client. Oof. So I'm gonna read it together, and if you guys feel or have opinions on this, please leave it in the comments. And we're just gonna give, you know, our take on it. And I do want to open up in the future. I'm going to try to figure out how we can get it. But I would love to get anonymous stories from you guys, from our watchers. Whether you're a client, whether you're, or not a client to us, you know, or just someone in general who gets lashes done, or a lash artist who does lashes, or you're in a different industry and you have a client experience. I want you to leave us a story anonymously. The camera had died, but what I was basically trying to say is that I'm gonna create a type of link to give you guys,
or like an email or something. We're trying to figure that out.
Either email or like Google Doc, something anonymous where you guys can leave stories and we can read them and kind of react to them, and then you guys can give your hot takes and opinions on them as well, even if you need advice, like literally anything. So this one that I have is, I need help breaking up with a client. This is from a Reddit story. It's anonymous. Okay, I don't know if anyone wrote this, but this was 6 years ago. So I feel pretty safe reading it.
We're in the clear.
So she says, I work from home. Of course, I pay taxes. She says. She's like, don't come after me.
Don't report me.
I work from home. Of course, I pay taxes and usually see around 4 to 6 clients a week. But I have one client I'm honestly just so tired of. She plays sports, goes to a tanning salon, and doesn't wash her lashes. So they never last more than 14 days. She blows up my phone for 4 days straight before her appointment, asking if I can fit her in earlier because her lashes look bad, as she says. Okay. I would love to make space and take her in earlier if I weren't for the fact that she's incredibly disrespectful. Oof. She has never once shown up on time. Oof. She's always at least 5+ minutes late. And last time she parked in my driveway at 11:30, her scheduled time, but chose to sit in her car scrolling on her phone until 11:39. Wow. So the very first time she came to me while I was working on her lashes, she said she expected a discount if she gave me a shout out on Instagram. Last time we agreed she would bring cash. My bank card had been blocked. But once I finished her lashes, she sat up and said, "Oh, I didn't bring any money. Sorry." In the end, she had to transfer the money to my mom because otherwise she had just assumed she could pay me next time. She's scheduled for a fill in 2 days, and I'm honestly dreading seeing her again. Dear Lash Checks, what do I do? Sorry if you guys hear me breathe. I'm a mouth breather, not a nose breather. I'm a deviated septum. Like, so when I talk long, I'm like, give you guys ASMR.
Oof, this is a rough one.
So the hard thing is because she works from home too. Have you ever worked from home?
Yeah, when I first started.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so we have experience working from home.
Mm-hmm.
I know when I was working from home, it was a little scarier, like firing clients, so they say, you know, or just kind of, what's another word? Like, no, just not taking them, you know,
right.
and letting them know.
Dismissing.
Yeah, dismissing. But it's a little hard because I would get worried about how they would react.
Mm-hmm.
And coming to my house, they do know your address, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a story that I think I talked about in the very first episode when I introduced myself, about a client who did threaten to tell my leasing company. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because I had did lashes on her and she didn't like them, so I offered to fix them and she said, no, I want a removal. So then I offered her a removal, but she didn't give me like time to respond and said she was outside of my house. But I was at the gym at the time and I wasn't answering her. And
so she just showed up?
She just showed up. And my brother, who lived with me at the time, was fixing his car in the driveway. And she went and like told him like, hey, where's the Lash girl that lives here? And then he called me and I answered his call because he never calls me. And then she literally texted me, oh, so you can answer your brother's call but not mine. She's like, I'm gonna go threaten the leasing company, send me my money back. It was like that.
How long have you been lashing?
Oh, this was barely like
you were a baby
4 years ago. No, I was already like 3 years
in.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, imagine.
Yeah.
You were like a baby Lash
but
tech and then she does this.
Yeah, I know. That was don't let that turn you guys down, you know. But I was licensed at the time already. But you know, in California, well, I don't know everywhere in California, but in San Diego, it doesn't matter even if you're licensed and you're working from home, like you can still get in trouble. So I was always kissing, you know.
Well, yeah, you need a personal service permit or something like that. It's on the state board.
I know that. Oh.
Yeah, like if you are working from home, you are allowed to work from home, but there is like a way to register your business inside your home.
Good to know. So if you guys work from home and have never thought about that or curious about it, maybe you can message us on the page and Araiz will reply to you.
Know.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's possible, but there are still permits you need.
Wow.
So
okay, so you can.
Yeah, so you can.
Okay, I had never looked into it.
Yeah,
but
you can.
Oh, good to know. So you don't get scared and you can be strict on your policies and your boundaries because I wasn't.
Nowadays, first of all, there are some people who work from home whose studios are so cute.
Yes. Mine are so
spaces are so cute. Yeah. Especially the people that devote like a whole room or like
I had a whole room to it.
Unit or something.
An ADU unit.
It's so cute. Yes. Like what? Sometimes they look better than like real establishments.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is so
And
cute.
sometimes you pay like as much as you would pay somewhere else because you know you're paying rent. You do have to pay extra for an extra room if you are doing an extra room, you know.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
For me, I just couldn't do it because I couldn't separate work-life balance. Yeah. You know.
Same.
So I forced myself.
Yeah. Same. I wanted to grow. Like I was like, no, get me out of here. Force me out of here.
It was making me just depressed being home all the time. But I know a lot of people who it does work for, you know. And if it works for you, look into how you can do it like legally with state board, so you can be strict on your policies.
Yeah,
and
so
not
you don't
scared
have that
of
fear.
Firing clients and stuff. But
back to the story.
Yeah, in this aspect of her story, that's a little hard. What do you do? I would for sure send her a text, but it would take me a little while to like put that ChatGPT it. Yeah. I'm a ChatGPT a text.
I think I would just be like, bye. I just kidding. No, I would say.
She's like, I'm outside. That's hard.
Because I mean, there's always a right way to deliver things. But I think the main thing that I would say is like, based on your needs, right? Based on your client needs, I don't think that I am the right artist for you. I can recommend you to somebody else. I can give you a list of artists around the area. I don't think I can. I would take like almost like the blame, but not really.
Have you done that
like,
before?
Goodbye.
Had to tell someone that?
What?
That you're not the right artist?
No.
I have.
No.
3 times. And just how you said you would say it is how I say it.
Yeah. Like, I don't think I can, like, meet your needs as a client.
Yeah.
Even if in your mind you're like, of course I can, you're just a bad client. But, like, that's the way you have to navigate these situations sometimes. The language that you have to use sometimes will put you as, like, if you're just, like, swallowing the hit or taking the hit or whatever. Like, you're like, oh, I gotta swallow my pride or whatever. Yeah. And that's how I would word it. I'd be like, I don't think I can, please you or whatever.
And it's a little hard to fire or dismiss clients when you rely on the money, and you're scared, like, oh, if I lose her, I don't have the money. But not all money is good money. I've had a client before who, I don't want to offend, like, if she was to watch it, 'cause I don't know, but she was obsessed, starting to get obsessed with me.
Is it the story that you told us already?
No.
It was another one?
This one was like, she was...
Oh my God.
She was always calling me, like, a friend and things, and she was a friend, but we never hung out, like, out of, like, the... she just wasn't, like, my... Like, I don't think we would have vibed, like, outside of the Lash appointment. And she would always, like, slide up on my stories and say, oh, nice invite, like, on my profile, on my personal profile. And I would feel bad. So then one time I blocked her for my stories. Yeah. And then she messaged me on my Lash account that I blocked her. And one thing is she would always show up late, like 20 minutes. And I don't do a late policy, but showing up late like that, it does affect it every time, And then she had little tiny natural lashes and she would want 20s. And I would do it because she really wanted the 20s, And then during the appointment, her lashes would always fall. Her natural lashes couldn't hold it. She would never let me do shorter. So I messaged her exactly how you said. Oh, and there was one time she no-showed me twice. So I kind of used that as an excuse too. And I was like, I don't think I'm the right artist for you. I personally don't think I can take you anymore, but I have amazing artists I can recommend you to. And I recently saw her in one of my friends' like videos. I was like,
aw, she found a home.
I was like, okay, good. Yeah.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah, it happens. Don't feel
bad. But also nowadays, all of your like booking sites should have like a book or block from booking.
Yes.
Yeah, because even like
that doesn't work. You want to hear about the story that I said?
What, when they make another profile? Yeah. I mean, I've never had someone that crazy.
I know. Shit. It could happen though, guys. It could happen. Just
I had somebody that would make like fake profiles for a little bit, but like they would never show, and then eventually we just like would cancel it as immediately as it would come through. I would cancel it. Bye. Yeah. I already know, like, you're
good. Okay, good.
But I've never actually had to like actually fire anybody.
Yeah.
Like I think they just like
left on their own.
They leave on their own.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then also like the experience is not the same. Like when you're not in your right element, you're not gonna give the same energy.
Yeah.
So, alright, you guys, so if you made it this far into today's episode, we just want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening wherever you are. Leave us a sweet little comment.
Yes.
And if anything in this episode resonated with you, screenshot your favorite part, share it on your story, share it with a friend, and don't forget to tag us.
Yes, don't forget, please. And if you leave with anything, just know that if you are a lash artist in your slow season, you are not alone, okay? You're not falling behind, you're just building.
That's deep. All right, you guys, we are closing off. Goodbye. Bye.